Did you know that more than 35 million people suffer from some form of an anxiety disorder? Panic attacks are becoming more common with our overscheduled and busy lives. Today, I would like to talk about some of the common panic attack symptoms, what you can do and what you shouldn't do if someone you are with is experiencing one of these attacks, and things that you can do to help reduce stress in your own life so that possibly you don't encounter one of these panic attacks. First, let's talk about the symptoms. Some of the symptoms may include an increased heart rate and chest pain, which often manifest themselves as a heart attack. Next, dizzy. People feel dizzy and they need to sit down. Sweating, sometimes excessively, is also not uncommon. People that suffer from these panic attacks often have an overwhelming sense of fear and a surge of anxiety. So what do you do for someone who's suffering through one of these? Well, the first thing you can do is to get them away into a quiet place. Remove them from whatever situation that they're in. The second thing that you want to do is remember that they are in charge and that this is their panic attack and you got to take orders from them. The third thing that you can do is to have empathy for them. Let them know that you are there for them and you're going to work this through with them, and whatever they need, you will be there and they're going to have your support all along the way. Fourth thing you can do is to help them reduce their heart rate. A great way to do this would be to help them count back from 100. Pretty simple. They can do it on their own. Just sometimes they need a little push. Fifth thing you can do would be to get them a glass of cold water. A glass of cold water is often great at reducing your heart rate. There are a couple other items that are often overlooked. Music is a great way to reduce stress. Classical music especially can be very helpful with that. If you could get them to get up and take a walk with you, that is another great thing. And also, you could give them a pillow or a blanket, something that they could kind of hold on to and squeeze. This will give them a great sense of security. It's kind of a stress reliever as well, having something, to squeeze in your hands. Remember, stress is like quicksand. The quicker you try to get out, the quicker you're going to fall back in. So, this is at their own pace. Don't try to do this quick. Don't rush them through. So now let's talk about things not to do. The first thing that you don't want to do is to tell them to relax or not to stress out. That's going to make it worse. That actually increases their stress level and is actually kind of disrespectful to assume that this is something that they could just snap out of just because you said so. The next thing that you can do for them is don't try to change the subject. Realize that this is where they're at, and just let them work through it. Don't do it. It's disrespectful. They know what you're trying to do. They're smart, and it really invalidates their feelings. The third thing you can do is not to freak out and get panicky yourself. If you get panicky, they will sense that, and it will really have a snowball effect. And then the stress and anxiety is just really all over the place, and you don't want to do that. Fourth thing you can do is really not to talk so much. Silence is golden here, so the less talking, really the better. It's good for them. It's will really calm things down the less they feel kind of picked at. Another great technique is breathing. There's lots of great breathing techniques out there which can be helpful to people that are having stress and anxiety. One that I really like is called the complete breath. When you do the complete breath, you take one big deep breath in, filling up your abdomen, and then you slowly let it out. And as you let it out, you bring your abdomen up, chest out, and then you just reduce. And when you're all done, you really let those muscles relax. And doing this has kind of a few different things that are great. It increases the oxygenation of your blood. It decreases physical stress. It increases your calmness and makes you really feel better. It releases that physical tension. So really, really great technique to use. The last thing that I would suggest would be maybe essential oils. Essential oils have been used for thousands of years, and the Egyptians used them, the Romans used them. So many people have used them, and they've become very popular in the last little while. So there are lots of them out there that would be great for stress and anxiety. Some of them that are used for stress and anxiety are frankincense, lavender, balance, melissa, peppermint, and wild orange. I actually use peppermint. My peppermint, is right here. This is something that I use. I've been using this for a while. I really like it a lot, and it's great. So in conclusion, panic attacks are becoming really common, and it would be great if we could learn ways in which to help those that are suffering with them. Thank you.